Welcome back to my class. Previously we have started the endocrinology to discuss about the cholesterol uptake and how the cholesterol get utilized in our body and what are the major hormones that are depends on the cholesterol. Cholesterol to the steroid hormone. So we know the cholesterol is an essential element to our body. So in the form of cholesterol, there are different types of cholesterols are there. So basically what is need for our body, that is the VLDL, that is the very low density lipoprotein. So these are the essential. So cholesterol to the steroid hormone and how it is getting synthesized on that. So take the chylomicrons from diet. So remand chylomicrons from diet. So we eat vegetables and also we eat some of these uh, proteins, along with we consume the cholesterol. So we take the cholesterol as the remand chylomicrons from the diet. So these cholesterols are coming to the liver. So it is a small molecule, so that can absorb through the base layer of this intestine and then get it can absorb going through the blood, it's coming to the liver. So dietary cholesterol chylomicrons, that's coming to the liver. So in liver, it's getting smaller. It's known as a VLDL, very low density lipoprotein. And if the VLDL get accumulated on the blood vessels, and it can form the low density lipoprotein LDL. And this LDL in LDL there is a phospholipid and cholesterol. In that portion phospholipid and cholesterols are there, and this is a yellow section. In that section you can see that is the cholesterol esters and the triglycerides. So triglycerides and cholesterol esters in the core, and along with that some of the proteins like ApoB100 protein. So these proteins are essential. So these three that make that the LDL, low density lipoprotein. So now in that section, the first we take the cholesterol, the uptake of the cholesterol and synthesis of the steroid hormone. So now we have to know how it is getting synthesis. So we know about the LDL particle. So like low density, very low density lipoprotein that comes like cholesterol esters and the triglycerides, and then their ApoB100 protein, and then these the LDL particle that comes contact into the cell, and in that cell, like this is the cell has the coated pit region, and some of the LDL receptors are there in the cell. So this is the LDL receptor. So these are the LDL receptor you can see in the blue. So this is the LDL receptor that bind with the LDL, and their clathrin coated the vesicle will form. So then in the coated vesicle is formed, and after entering to that cell, it's like uncoated the vesicle. So if it is uncoated, then these the LDL receptors that also form some of the vesicle type, and that's can coming back to that cell surface region. But our interested is LDL particle. This LDL particle, it says uncoated vesicles with LDL particle, it's going through the lysosome. So if the this is the particle and lysosome, they fused. If fused, so lysosome that can degrade that LDL. So these the amino acid portions and some of the cholesterols and fatty acids are out from that. So in this cholesterol, like acetyl-CoA to cholesterol also 20%. This is the 80% of that kind of cholesterol is a dietary cholesterol, and that form the pregnenolone, the cholesterol to the pregnenolone. So pregnenolone to the four hormones are formed. One is the aldosterone, cortisol, estradiol and the testosterone. So these are pregnenolone to that testosterone. They have the different kinds of cells that can produce the testosterone, and somewhere they are similar kind of structure. Few groups are kind of different, and then their function will be different. Whether we will understand the uptake of the cholesterol and synthesis of the steroid hormone from the cholesterol, and then the cholesterol needed as a starting material, and the synthesis of the steroid hormone comes from the two sources. One is the receptor mediated, and another will be like the remaining cholesterol from the de novo form acetyl coenzyme A or acetyl CoA, and they are VLDL and low density lipoprotein, and then it converted to the pregnenolone, and then it's the aldosterone cortisol along with estradiol and testosterone. This is the summary of that class.